Yes, I have. The change in the weather.
I'm over 75 years old, right? I can feel the difference, how much the weather has disturbed our lives, yeah.
Well, it means loss of biological diversity, loss of habitats, threat to food.
We don't really believe in it, because we are a superstitious country, so we already think that it's God's way of telling us, like the El Nino. We always have that, and we just get used to it. So,
It's very important, in future, for our generation. We should be thinking about climate change now.
It means that when the weather is getting hotter, recycle more.
To what degree is it true? Are the ice cap melting? Is this awful weather in Australia where it's extremely hot and then extremely cold? Is it true? Is that a result of climate change?
And whatever happened in that environment directly has some impact into me.
The unstable weather patterns, more storms. That means I have to, my children are really scared of storms, so it's going to happen more often. So that's the trouble.
Not balance, like something change, as the word says.
And we have to do something that's to stop the humanity activities.
It simply means to me no future.
I don't believe in climate change actually, because I don't think so that we can change the Mother Nature.
What does climate change mean to you?
Climate change means the environment, the nature's response to our action.
Water shortage, this relating to the drought.
Our aerosol cans, our body sprays and stuff like that damages the ozone layer and stuff like that. So there's now no defense barrier and the sun's coming through and it's melting the ice caps. I've read about it, I'm a big nerd.
Developed countries are responsible. They have been cutting forests all over the place, right? They have been taking petroleum and pumping carbon dioxide into the air. It's a developed country that cause all the problems.
By pollution and stuff.
Excess of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere.
Recognising that everything that you do, whether it's buying something or using something, whether it's a resource or a product, will have an effect.
It's a really connection between our actions and response from nature. And we should be very careful to doing any kind of involvement in natural resources.
This is a CO2 gas, and it's between the earth and between the sun. So no way for the heat to come back to the sun. And then that's why it's getting warmer, and that's why we have all these disasters in the earth.
The easiest way that I can explain to someone could be maybe talking about the process of making energy, how we create energy now, which is mainly from coal, So it's something that we can see that creates pollution.
We release too much greenhouse gas by burning fossils and stuff like that, and that's like a heavy quilt on top of us. That's why the earth gets hotter and hotter.
Earlier today it was gloomy. Now it's quite humid. So it's changing.
But that's the nature.
That's right. But the ozone layer is getting thinner. So that's why, sometimes it's getting hotter and then it's colder.
I will ask him to look around, see changes in the amount of rain, the weather, quality of vegetation around them. Yeah, it's all around us.
When they put the plastic back to grow the veggies, and that is very, very important issue to explain to them. Say when you go in, that is very hot, and that's the proper way you can explain to individually or in the groups.
I would explain why what caused climate change, which is the greenhouse gas emission.
Is to talk about the use of the resources and how these affect different parts of the world, and it affects the weather. So because you are using resources in one part of the world, the other part of the world.
Global warming, the explanation would be very long.
Try to be more green, save energy, save water.
So individually, we can stop using cars, right? I mean, we can go by public transport.
Cut down use of electricity, just through practical measures like shorter showers, turning off lights, that sort of thing. Looking at, maybe putting solar panels on the roof of your house.
For me, we always save, anything save, because we come from poor country. Of course, everything we save.
We can go out and then speak with others, like the stuff you're doing, and that can raise the awareness.
I would tell them recycle more and just explain to them, even on the internet or something.
It's about being informed and also looking around you and realising that everyone in your community is feeling the same way a lot of the time, whether or not it's expressed. So I think it's about actually coming together and realising the assets that we have as individuals within a community and realising that it's not that hard to make a change. It's just about having the right information.
I think first of all, the one is an individual base, at home.
You can't find any country which is keeping away from these problems now. And the most important thing is to create good environment for people who are living in your country. It's the main point to, to build up your community.
Individually, everyone is responsible for climate change, and it's everyday decisions you make. People just need to be more aware.
I will. I'm a bit extremist about that, So I will first try to change the how we create energy. So trying to put more funds to renewable energy.
Well, I would try to promote first of all that the big corporation of big companies try to have environmental policies in their places, because these are the ones that are exploding the most parts of nature, and they don't necessarily have policies that are ethically and environmentally good. So I think that I would work a lot with businesses.
I think the green economy should be the right way to go, and it will be.
The first thing that I do is make renewable energy a must.
Reuse and recycle. That is the best solution for it. And soon there is going to be an end to the fuel underground, and we have to look for alternate fuel. Use cooking oil to drive all your vehicles.
I definitely will get people together and then maybe learn about it and then just break out the myth.
We do talk about the change of weather, not get in detail of climate, but one day it's hot, one day it's cold.
I think at home, it depends. In the home context, for my parents, for example, it's about saving money on electricity and water and stuff like that. So it comes up in that sort of setting. When it's at university, it's obviously at a different level. People are raising questions. People do think about this sort of stuff. So we do have discussions about it.
If you start small, even if you're just having an impact on those people around you, even if it's just that, it still makes a difference. So just having conversations that are important, because of course the environment is something that's important, and so we need to actually be having that conversation more.
I believe it's never too late to make a difference. It's never too late to take an action. It's never too late to save the environment.